Okay. I just want to start every day with a video saying thank you, God. And I have to be thankful. I could live my life like this trash, this low life, working for these governmental entities that do this nasty manipulation, not only of the body, but of the mind. And then try to gaslight somebody, as you can hear, to try to make them accept this manipulation. It's such a gimmick. And I'm so thankful they do that while I'm on camera making videos, because it gives you a depiction of what they do. The noise campaign that you hear there is because they're trying to make you feel guilty for the thoughts that have been manipulated for you to experience. So this technology, as we know, this EEG cloning and EEG herodyning rewires the thought, right? Then these perps are contracted by these governmental entities. They are clowns for living. They are embarrassing trash for living. So they make you have these disgusting thoughts, and then do everything possible to make you identify to these thoughts. And this is the thought that's disgusting that this person wants you to identify with. In my case, they have this disgusting pedophilia thought. They make me have these experiences, reaction, and then they do this noise campaign that you hear. Maybe he's going to do another noise campaign. They are low life bottom feeders, right? And they're like, oh, I hear you. It's like trash ass. These people work for pedophiles. Let me just say that better. The entities they work for are very pedophilia centric, but the tactics they utilize to break us down are very pedophilia centric. So they think that I feel guilty for the things they do to me. I think there's some of them, they turn into like children. As you can see, this is my 1000th video. I've been making videos since 2020. I've been saying that these people manipulate the brain this disgusting pedophilia way. I'll never identify with these manipulations. But somehow they deluded that I want them. Oh, you know what? Today you're going to think that it's yours. It's your thoughts. They had this thing, right? They like to connect sex with children in my brain. They want to connect, and they give me sexual stimulation, literally. For example, earlier this morning, they making me have sexual stimulation, make me think, oh, you should watch adult content, right? Obviously, I'm not going to do that. But then they start connecting with this child, this baby. Oh my gosh. A while ago, I think a year or two ago, there was this baby, this like not even, maybe a year old, this little girl, she couldn't even walk. And I remember I made videos about it. It's so sad how they tried to make me, well, they made me have this reaction. But this poor kid barely knew how to walk. She was walking. Now I ignore this kid because I know they wanted me to look at this baby so they can do this nasty reaction that's supposed to torment me. This baby falls down. At this point, I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna help this baby. I grab her, put her back on her feet, and walk her to, and guide her to her brother in front of us. The stimulation they were forcing me to have at that time was so disgusting. But I was like, I don't care. I'm not gonna let a little kid like that on the floor and not help. And whatever reaction they force me to have, I'm gonna have to deal with it the best way I can. And so right now, what they do, they're making me think of this baby and make me think of watching adult content. And what you heard was a noise campaign of this trash who wants you to identify with this manipulation. And it's like, no, they're here using this low-life trash, a bunch of low-life pedophiles. No wonder why these people have so many pedos in these agencies. They encourage this kind of nastiness. And trash ass. This is my, you know how many videos I do per day? And they still think that at one point I'll be identifying this. I'd rather die in hell. I'd rather get tortured and manipulated and stabbed up than live a life where my life consists of manipulating somebody's brain to think about children in sexual ways. They live life. This is what life is consumed by for them. And then have the noise campaign that you heard to try to make somebody accept this manipulation. This is why I make sure I make videos every day. If they ever make the mistake that, oh, he's gonna start thinking it's him, of course, it's over. I will never identify with any of this manipulation. I've understood what this thing, this rewiring of thought process, these disgusting ways of just manipulating people to think this way and then try to make them feel guilty for the manipulation that you partake in. Then you hear this noise campaign. Do you hear? Hopefully it captured. No, they are. It's a trash ass. I know. Not only you hear me, you know what kind of manipulation has been happening in my brain, and you want me to identify with these nasty things. That's why you don't want to be seen anymore. Because I'm gonna. For me, what I do when I see them, I'm like, look at these people. You see this picture? Listen to the testimonials that clearly shows that they manipulate the thoughts in these pedophilia ways, literally. And then you hear this trash. No, they are. It's like, yeah, they are. You in my brain manipulate my brain to have this nasty experience, and you see who's talking. Trash that you don't even respect, that in a program that you are here burning genitals of women, then you think that one day I'll ever this trash are just the bottom feeders, the low life. I live life like this. I rather lose all my teeth and die in a hole than live my life doing these things and try to gaslight somebody. Embarrassing trash. Of course I know what you guys do. And that now we mind this. They try to find different lingos and verbiage to try to sound like they don't manipulate my brain. No, we mind it. No, they literally manipulate your brain. They rewire your brain, literally, to make you experience whatever they need you to experience, and then try to make you feel guilty for the rewiring they do. And the reason why they do that is because they want you to start identifying with this rewiring. And then you have clowns of all sorts. It's like, nah, it's you. We know it's a boom. If you ever do that in front of me, I'll embarrass you in your face. Trash has been humiliated that the rewiring has been applied on so many others. People are saying the exact same things. Trash ass. And you see who's talking to you. Some loser that just finds some void that feel a void of feeling empowered. They would try to be so badass, like mad bad. You told me. No, with me, they were trying to. This purple wanted to present themselves as like, you pay for what you did. And they burn genitals of children and women, and then try to be about nasty. I rather get castrated. I rather whatever horrible things they talk about is better than living life doing what they do. The humiliation that I can pull up something, and you have clowns of all sorts. I wish I could take. I wish you could see who's clown like this. Making noise campaign after they manipulate your thought process. And then try to be like, nah, my bad. So we just now mapped it. No, you're forcing my brain to experience that. You're forcing this reaction. This is what you do. This clown. They come in all shape and form. This is a different version of it. While torturing men and women in ways that are just so disgusting. Listen to what they do to try to break you down and then make you accept this nasty manipulation.
And once you can do that, you can control them using neural. There are 4 different techniques and technologies that can pipe voices into an individual's head. And once you can do that, you can control them using neuro-linguistic programming techniques. You're rewiring their thought processes and brains.
You're rewiring the thought process and brain. And you have clowns that try to, and by the way, they say 4 like, oh, 4 pay bill trash as they burn children's genitals, 4-year-old Down syndrome, while forcing you to think about babies and then force you to get sexual stimulation that make me think of adult content to try to connect things in that way. Trash ass. And you hear this right, not real. They're nasty, low life. But they're supposed to agitate me. I know reality for them. Life can be lifing. You know, life can be really life for them. So I understand that void they get where they can dismiss reality, but reality hits them one way or another. I've seen it. People try to create their fantasy. Nah, that's not real. Okay. Embarrassed trash involved in things that do these things to women. And then play the femme fatale.
I just woke up after a pretty rough night. The same thing happened last night as the night before, which was whenever I was trying to go to sleep, the private parts of my body began being burned again. And
they do that to kids. They torture children sexually like that. And then they're like, nah, man, bad, now you pay trash us. And then they force people to have sexual reaction toward children and then try to make them feel guilty. This pedophilia type of torture, I'm so glad that when they do this noise campaign, the humiliating reality that they know I can just 2 seconds do, oh yeah, no, you guys don't do that.
What is referred to as malodorance. This is the alteration of the smell sensation so that I am often made to smell various things, including smoke, burning, dirty diaper, or baby powder, which they sometimes combine with the pedophilia type of torture, including the threat of planted dreams.
And then you hear people that know that I know this, making this noise campaign after forcing me to have this disgusting thoughts, manipulations, and think, oh, you know what? This is not what y'all guys doing. You guys are mining. And look how embarrassing it is when you get like the validation of that level, when this person is literally saying,
it's somebody trying to end my life. It's somebody trying to end who I am as a person. It's somebody trying to take over my mind, putting thoughts of it. Like this disgusting things. You saw where I was going with that first word. Disgusting things that I don't even want to talk about because it makes me sick. I don't even like those words in my mind. But it is what it is. So I have no choice now but to acknowledge that there are people in my surroundings or whatever they do.
There's people in my surrounding doing this nose campaign, trying to make me identify with this manipulation. And you hear this trash, hey, trash ass. Every time they make you experience this nasty manipulation, however they try, in my mind at one point, like, no, but remember, Sarah, this is big clown. You just trash, you manipulate my brain this ways. You hear the nose campaign to try to make me accept this retardation of full logics. And they tell me how I'm gonna, yes, I'll scream because I'll be in pain. No, I will not identify to manipulation of you, forcing me to have these disgusting ways of thinking about this baby, which is what you do. Then try to be like, no, we mind. No, you just find ways to try to create this thing in my brain and make, and they call it, oh, every time they make me have these thoughts and it goes in my brain. So, oh, we passed it, so now you're gonna think this way. It's like, yes, because there's nothing I can do. Yes, you will make me have the thoughts that you desire me to have. It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be pedophilia centric. You're a nasty low life. That's what life consumes you right now. This is what your life is dedicated to find ways to make a man or woman think in these disgusting ways about children. Then having the start making those campaign to try to make them accept this manipulation as if now we mind it, so you're trash. Low life. And for me, I don't have no problem calling that out. This is video what, 2000 or so? Saying the same thing, different day. They make me think about this case this way. They're making this, and then try to make themselves something else by the massive government that have been doing this thing for years. Clowns. I will never identify with this. They can do all kind of noise campaign. It will not be identified to. I will always look at it as what this EEG cloning, EEG ordaining, this rewiring of the thought process and the brain. This V2K type of technology that can do this nastiness to people. And you have losers like the trash, the little bottom feeders who find empowerment in that. Take it. I'd rather get raped than be involved in a program that manipulate the brain these ways and then rape women and torture them and burn their genitals, then play the feminist. They will tell me how they're gonna, they frame, they use this retard of children. I wish I could, I'll show you one day to see how pathetic they are. See how pathetic these kids they use. Pathetic. They call you nothing. They say that these kids are gonna use. They're gonna say I did something to them. They'll have this whole setup. This even sold their own children. Look at trashiness on earth. Trashiness on earth. True trashiness. That even your children are not involved in telling them. Okay, say that this person did that to you. Well, what's the future for this low life now? You took away their future. Well, what can they live? How can they live with respect, self-respect? You've groomed them to do this nastiness. You think this is normal. Then on top of that, you are here grooming them to frame people. I pray that they continue to live this disgusting life for the rest of their life. I wish they continue to live this life. this humiliating life. This guy was making noise campaign as if I don't know what you guys do. I will never go slam the doors for 24 times. Try to make me think of how you can play. It's like, no, but you know, it's stupidity. No, you are forcing me to have this manipulation. You are forcing me to think about this adult content because you want to implant children in my head, and then you do this nose camping. You're a clown. Whatever's going to happen to me is not going to change that you are a clown for living, that you are really a joke to yourself. There's no respect for yourself. I'm glad that they do this. I will never ask them to do nothing but this low-lifeness. They give me dignity by showing me how low some human being can be. To my target individuals, stay strong. See this low life where they are.